Hi, my name is Travis Tanner, and I was a student of Dr. Shallot's through BSU for a history class on Gettysburg. My initial expectations of the class was just to get a credit. I had no intention to ever go back to school again since '94.
Just because how they were able to overcome the odds that were against him, and I think that's, yeah,
the Confederates, at Fredericksburg, which is a year before, right? A year before.
Yeah.
Well, I've been a long-time BSU fan. I do have some other college experience. I've been in prison for the last 11 years, give or take a few weeks out on the streets.
Yeah, so this is kind of the Yankee ideal that's in literature, it's in Twain, it's in American society, it's in TV shows, this idea of the Yankee, the Northerner, the New Englander, who's like industrious, making hay while the sun shines, you know, has no sense of culture or...
Overall, the class was inspiring to learn about some of the leaders of the past that I'd never had any interest before to learn about, nor any information to learn about. It brought a whole new perspective of not only leadership, but of history as it stood.
All right, Travis, you're on.
Chamberlain being young, he still had that risk-taking ability,
which helped us view things as you would in college.
Watching the movie, I was completely lost. They didn't make it clear who was who. They didn't make it clear the strategies. I felt it just felt sloppy and poorly made. And as soon as I started in the book, I was completely enthralled.
He was very open with us, very positive oriented, and that's not a character trait that happens a lot around here, to have that positive influence around us.
Hands of anyone that's finished the book.
To help us form better verbal skills, to be able to better communicate, to be able to better write, to be able to present things. I mean, we were not dirty criminals. We weren't people, the dregs of society. We were human beings to this guy. These people are removing those excuses and giving you reasons to feel good about yourself, to give you that hope, that possibility that, look what I've done.
We're students now. We're not just guys doing time. We're empowered men who've learned a lot about ourselves and other people with an opportunity to move forward with that and make it bigger.
The reason that I took this class above and beyond personal growth is because I have 3 daughters that live here in the valley, and I see all the criminals that are here, and I would like it if the community was safer for my own children as well as everyone else's. One person, I want to see inmates better themselves and gain knowledge so that they quit coming back to prison and quit committing crimes and quit doing drugs, and so that the community is safer overall.
Blacks being called John Henry, and I'm black, and I'm from Arkansas. So I think that a lot of the book was...
In this class, what was not expected was not only the knowledge that I learned about the Civil War, but about socialization of the students within the class, the camaraderie that was gained thereby, which is not common in prison. And I can walk up to any of these students and talk to them anytime, anywhere, about any topic now. We've gained a brotherhood that I believe is unstoppable.
Got the dialogue in it.
Yes.
And how does that change? Does it change the interpretation at all, or do you get a different feeling for it?
It did for me.
And I'm very grateful for the class, for what it represented as a whole to the community here in prison, but also to me individually. It's a stepping stone. It's the opening curtain of something far bigger.
And it was a good time. We got to know more people, and isn't that what life's all about?
Here's what the paper for next week should look like. It's about 5 paragraphs in all. In some ways, you've already written 2 of the 5 paragraphs. It doesn't have to be 5 paragraphs. It can be 6 paragraphs. It can be 12 paragraphs. But this is the basic paper no matter if it's a college paper or a legal brief or a sermon.
With that, I just want to say thank you to Mr. Hayden for sponsoring us, and to Dr. Shallett for teaching us and for guiding us very patiently.
They were attracted at the thought of a college credit because a lot of these people do not see themselves as college material. Overton. And so getting the credit gave them the idea that this is something that was something they could pursue. Second thing that came through was the cohort, that camaraderie. Tanner was more eloquent with me earlier when he said he'd never in all his time in prison had anything that matched something like this that allowed for a closeness to these other people.